How has EOP RSP impacted your college career?
Well, it had impacted my college career because like now, like again, like I said, I have a second family to go to now. So like when I need them, I could go to them when I have like serious situations, like family problem, personal problem, because like I said again, like I don't know like other words to describe it. Like they're just like my second family.
EOP! Who are we? EOP! Who are we? EOP! Believe we are. To not be that number again, you know, like every other foster youth, and to actually change the cycle in my family. It's just something that I felt that I had to do, coming from a low-income community and also coming from a no family support. I wanted to do better. I wanted to continue to grow, and I wanted to make better decisions for my life and for my child.
My motivation started actually very, very young. I was 8 years old and I finally settled down in a school after traveling so many times, and I had a teacher who would sit next to me and make sure I got it right. When I finally figured out that I can do it, it just takes a little bit of effort. I wanted to do it for myself. And I think when you want to do something for yourself and you don't have pressure of like other people telling you, you get the motivation to see how far you can go. And I figured, well, why can't I go to college at a very young age? And what makes me different than someone else?
Seeing that my environment that I was in, the violence, the gang, the drugs, seeing a lot of parents being taken to prison and growing up in a household where it was not a lot of support, I want to be able to be that person that changed the world through my students, because I want to become a kindergarten teacher. And I feel like it all starts in elementary. And I feel like everyone have the deserve an equal opportunity to succeed when it comes to the education system, because I want to be able to be the one to go back and help any other former foster youth who's in my situation, who feel like they don't have an outcome or they feel like that nobody's there to help them. I want to be able to show them that it is possible to continue a higher education, and I wanted to be the first in my family to graduate and actually attend college.
Not having a stable like home in my life, a stable family, because I know not having my oldest sister there, having my younger twin there isn't the same. Not having guidance anywhere, and so the only stable part of my life was education. So I had the opportunity to stay in the same high school for 4 years, and being there is really kind of the only setting I had where I was able to see my oldest sister and then have my youngest sister there with me. And so it's kind of like education has just been there this whole process. And so I guess I felt like I needed to come to college to have that.
What motivated me to start going to college is my daughter, Nyla. I was always never stable. I was never stable. And I know I had to do something with my life and become something in order for her to have a good life, because I didn't want her to grow up like I grew up, and I didn't want us to grow up struggling. So I've always been passionate about school. I always used school as an outlet when I was going through stuff at home. So I already knew that if I were to like do something with my life, maybe if it was school orientated or educational orientated, I'll have a better chance to be in a better position.
The program was extremely vital in getting me to this point, in this place where I am today. They supported me. I know I just said that, you have to advocate for yourself and no one's gonna hold your hand, but I did feel like, they weren't necessarily holding my hand, but they were behind me, they were backing me, they were, making sure that like if I fell into their arms, and they picked me back up again. I knew it was a place where I could be comfortable, a place where I could be myself, a place where I knew I was welcome. Oh my goodness, of course, all the free food. I will never not mention EOP and not mention all the free food. this to take off that extra stress of just like, I need to figure out what I'm going to eat tonight. No, I don't, because I know there's an EOP meeting tonight, and I'm going to eat there, and I'm going to be able to take some food home with me.
Because so much of us are used to programs. We're used to go to this department, go to this thing, go to that thing, versus the EOP Resilient Scholars type or any foster youth type program. You're talking and you're connecting to a community, so to speak. You're not talking to people who are unaware of your situation. They are specifically trying the best they can to get you out of that stubbornness, out of that situation and problem and even trust issues that most of us deal with.
The people that I would reach out for help was the mentors from EOP or the ones from Resilient Scholars. I would always open out to them and tell them my situation or how they could help me, and they would give me advice on what to do, on how to pursue the challenge, and just hearing it from somebody else and just telling me that you could do it is what made me keep pushing. Because if it wasn't for that, honestly, like if I would just stay in my own bubble and not talk to anybody and not seek out for help, or I probably wouldn't have dropped out of school or just not finished college. But being able to have these people around you and actually truly care about you was very helpful for me.
The program helped me by offering me support and guidance throughout my major and my field. I had no confusion where I was going to go, and if I had to change my major, I felt that I had more support than I ever had in my other schools. I appreciate the support of the program, of the Resilient Scholars, and that if anyone needs any help, that there is help, and there are people that are in your shoes that are like me that can definitely help you and give the advice that you need.
The EOP program, even when I was virtual, was very supportive. They're like a second family to me. It's really heartwarming to know that there are other people going through what I am going through, and I'm not alone, because I always felt like I was alone. They helped me a lot with like financial troubles. They helped me register for classes early. They paid for my school supplies one year because I was having a rough year. And the EOP exchanges really helped get everything that's bothering you off your chest. It's like free therapy, but with a bunch of people going through the same thing you're going through.
One word I would use to describe this program is transformative, because coming into the RSP program at CSUN, we had to learn how to transform, and we had, as many of us felt like we evolve as a person, and we all had to learn how to deal with our struggles, our trauma, our issues that we're having at home, and even that we have with ourselves, or even practical self-care. Like we had to evolve with everything. We had to transform ourselves to become the better person that we are. And again, if it wasn't for RSP, I feel like I still would have been like my same high school self.
I want to thank everybody part of the program. I want to say that you guys were a big part of who I am today. You guys helped me get by school. Whenever I felt that I needed someone to talk to, there was always someone there, and I want to thank every single one of you. I most importantly want to thank Gina for being the mother that we needed at school, that I needed whenever I felt that I didn't have no one to talk to. Always gave me the extra push, was like, get on top of it. And for that, I love Gina, and I love every single one of you guys.